get Mom?
The Infant Development Playgroup is a group that is for families that are with the Infant Development Program. So any families that are with our program ages 0 to 3. And the Playgroup is an opportunity for families to come together, to socialize, to have their children meet and interact with other children. And it's a really great opportunity for families to talk to other families who have been in the position that they were in, perhaps. They share sort of tips and tricks on what works for them, and they just get to sort of network together and connect.
I think you realize that the children and parents that you're meeting have had something happen in early development with their child, like beginning, or that probably have a bit more understanding of what you maybe went through during the pandemic, and how hard it was to meet people, like as a brand new mum as well. Like you couldn't do anything with them, and then having this group that started up was like a breath of fresh air, because you knew you were coming to an environment where people understood, and there was other children for your child to play with.
So what parents can expect is a phone call or an email from us introducing ourselves. And what we would like to do to start is come in and just chat with the family about our program. So the fact that we visit families that are 0 to 3 that have developmental delays or are at risk for developmental delays. And a risk could be, for example, a baby that was born premature. And so we come in and we work with the family on establishing what it is that their concerns or what their goals are, and we assess general development. So in infant development, we are considered a generalist. We have knowledge in all areas of development, and if we notice there's a bigger gap in one area, for instance, say gross motor, and we're noticing that there's some issues there, what we'll do is make a referral to the physiotherapist and work with that physiotherapist and the family to best meet their child's development in that area.
I think as a mum, you're always trying not to, but you do compare to other children. And with Milo being preemie by 10 weeks, that he has to catch up at some point in the development, hopefully. So it's nice to kind of see where he is in my mind compared to everyone else. And because you can kind of get, your head can go anywhere, and just seeing it for your own eyes and knowing what they do at home versus here and everything is so helpful. And my husband's also been able to come to these events too, so that's been really good for him to see it and get engaged with other parents that are around.
Sometimes we have children that might be presenting with some red flags for a certain developmental disorder, or something a little heavier than the parent is maybe understanding or accepting of, because I think it's for families, they just want their child to be wonderful and successful and not have any challenges. So for families to come to grips with the fact that their child might have a developmental delay that would impact their life, it's a really challenging thing. And in our program, it is our job to walk alongside a family and to give them the resources that are necessary, but to also listen to where they're at. So to not put pressure on them to go pursue a diagnosis, but to let them know that we're here and that we would like to support them in every way that we can. And I think a success is when a family when they get there on their own, and then you can just continue to support them rather than them feeling pressured because a service provider is letting them know that there might be something going on with their child, but really having them make these decisions on their own, and just walking alongside them.